Hello, this is Joyce, and I am here with a new Saturday morning challenge of friends. And if you missed us, we took a short break due to personal things in our lives, and now we are back. I don't want to show you my hands because look at them. They look awful. Tomorrow is my day, so I won't be showing you much of that. This week's challenge is, let me tell you, we were going to make bookmarks. We hadn't done those before. We were making bookmarks with metal, using metal on them. And I wanted to keep mine simple because I am an avid reader and I still like reading books, you know, and bending my pages, and I plan to use mine in actual books, even though I have tablets, several, and I love reading on them too, but I sometimes just want to have a book. So like I said, this week we are doing, and I know this is the 31st, we are doing 3 bookmarks using some metal on them in some way. And it's really dealer's choice. That is up to you. There was no specific, you know, we didn't have any specific type of bookmark. But, you know, for me, my bookmark has to be flat because I'm going to actually use it. I use laminating sheets that I bought at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and these are the gloss laminating sheets. They were regular $2.49. There were 4 to a package, and the thing with these was that they were actual sheets, and I used all 4 of them. And I thought they would be little pockets, but they weren't. So you had to use 2. I didn't use 2. I cut it in half because, like I said, mine is a bookmark. But if you wanted to do a bigger item, you would have had to use 2 to do it with, because these are 5 by 6 and there were 4. So I cut mine in half. So yeah, but that's what that was. I paid 62 cents for those. I pulled out some of my graphic 45 papers. This one is on the boardwalk, and actually I had never cut into this particular pad until today, and I only used one little piece. Let me see if I can see the page that I cut. Not really. Oh, there it is. I just cut a strip from this page. You know, I bought all these papers. Graphic 45 was the big deal back then, and I bought all this paper and I didn't use it. You know, it was just hard to scrapbook with it. It was just hard, you know. It was just like, how do you cut it? What do you do? Anyway, so I used that piece from there. And then this was one of my favorite. It was couture. I have used this to make cards. I made a few cards, so I do have some scraps in here. And I did 3 actually from this pad. I'd use a strip off. Well, I cut a strip off of that one and used it. So, and I used those. So they are, I have lots of that stuff, and I thought about de-stashing it just because I don't use it. And I pulled out some charms from my stash, and I ended up coloring them because they were silver, and I colored them using E77 because I needed them to look bronzy, just because of the paper. Now this is one that I made, and after I got it made, I realized I didn't want to punch a hole in the lady's head, so I didn't punch her. So I just kind of made her. She can still be used though. And this is my first one. As you can see, I used the postage size stamps. This is couture. And on the bottom of her, I used this little dragonfly. If you can see it, it is a dragonfly, just a little bitty one. And I thought, you know, I stick this in my book if I can find the book. And then I can just hang that over to show. I don't have a book in the room, I'm in my craft room. So, but yeah, so I would just stick that in my page and then just have that hang out. Okay, so that is my first one. I kind of like that. I mean, and I read a lot of paperbacks, I read a lot of self-help, I read the Bible, I read a lot of stuff, so I can always use bookmarks. And some books I hate to turn the pages down, so that's cool. Then I did this one, which I used some of those same postage size stamps on a peach that was all flower background. I just wanted to do something a little different and give it some dimension, because with bookmarks they are basically flat. I didn't show you the back paper, but that's the back paper, and I'm thinking this paper would make good cards, and I may start using it for that and not so much the fronts. And so I decided to do this one, and this one I used a butterfly, which I colored also, so you can't really see it, but I used a, not butterfly, I'm so sorry, that is a bumblebee. Yeah, you can't really see it, but that is a bumblebee. So on this one, because of how I did it, those will just hang out, and you will just stick it in your book, and you can have your bumblebee showing, and your little tails will just hang out, which is always cool too. So that is 2. And then this third one I used a beach theme, and they got Coney Island. This is from the summer one, and it had a lot of beach themes, so I've pulled out a shell. And like I said, all of these were, and I tied my yarns. I didn't find any threads or any different ribbons and stuff that were really small enough, but you know, a few. So I tied this, and I'm looking for a better way, but I used a shell, which I colored. Okay, there you go, sorry. And then once again, that is a little smaller than the other ones. And then, like I said, you just stick it in your book, and it'll hang out like that. I like using bookmarks, but so many times I just bend my pages over, mark my page, come back, straighten it out, and you'll find that my books tend to have a lot of marked pages. So yes, those are my bookmarks. They're really simple, but like I said, when it comes to bookmarks, you really don't want them to be bulky and full of stuff. You just don't. So my laminating sheets, which is empty, so we can call that trash. And there is my bookmarks. And yeah, I'm gonna call that a thing. Okay, so please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below, and don't forget to check out Shanta. I will have her link in the box below. And stay till, who knows, you know, I told you I was gonna be having some surprises, so you just never know, but you have to leave a comment. And that's all I'm gonna say on the subject. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and come back soon, because I have some other things to show you. Bye.